Cool. So, hi, my name is Alicia Prakash, and I'm representing Galboston Foundation. Our vision is to create a gender equal world and provide the tools to young women in high school, college, and people who have just joined the workforce. We aim at becoming the go to place for all the answers related to personal growth and make use of the plethora of career choices available to them. A safe space really for to share your thoughts, ideas, domain experts in the industry. And today I'm going to be having a small chat with Tanisha Crasto, player from wait, you're frozen. 1 second. Oh, there. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Um,
perfect.
Here in Dubai, his achievements are innumerable, but I will still try and state them for your benefit. I'm talking to the number one badminton player in the UAE, GCC, and India, and who usually plays in the mixed and women's doubles categories. Tanisha is the junior national champion for the year 2018 and 2019, and has won many international titles such as the Bulgarian Junior International Series, the Dubai Junior International Series, India Junior Grand Prix, and Bahrain International Challenge, and more. Okay, so
Thank you.
do you have any more titles to add?
No, there's many more, but it's all okay.
Okay, cool. So to everyone who knows you, you're that little girl who won her first tournament at age 7 in India Club. But obviously, you don't just wake up one morning to that kind of feat. When did your badminton journey truly start?
As I said, I started badminton at the age of 5, but like I started playing tournaments at the age of 7. So I was really little, and deciding career at that time was quite uh, you can't really decide at that time. So I kept winning a lot of tournaments, and I just kept going. And the feel of winning is like different. And as much as I kept winning, I knew that I was enjoying what I was doing. So like I've always wanted to take badminton since as a career since then. So I think about the age of 7, 8, I wanted to take this as a career.
Beautiful, so cute. Um, so, um, so around 7 and 8, you really decided that you wanted to be a professional badminton player. Wow, cool. Like, what was the thought process? What did you really see? Where did you see yourself going with this?
See, my family is from a sports background. I mean, my dad used to play cricket before, and he was the one who actually started badminton. So, I wanted to, as I said, I really liked this sport, and I've always wanted to be a sports person. Most of it, I wanted to represent my country, which is India. So I knew that it would take a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. So I had made up my will that I was gonna play, I was gonna work hard, I was gonna win tournaments, and finally gonna represent India.
Wow, such patriotism at such a young age. That is so cute. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Okay, so you must have worked like really hard, like for someone at that age to decide that you want to do this. It's so bizarre. Okay, what's your daily routine like before COVID-19 and now?
I think before COVID-19, I was back there in India in Gopichand Academy. So our routine would be from 8:30 to 12, and then maybe 4 to 6:30, 7 again. So that was when I was, it was before quarantine. So, but after COVID, I think now, since the lockdown has opened in Dubai, we basically have about 3 sessions. So we do one from 7 to 9, which is outdoor training. And then we have 12 to 2, which is on-court sessions. And then again, we have again about from 7 to 9, which is our third session, which is also on-court again.
Wow. Okay, cool. So, I mean, honestly, for that kind of lifestyle on a daily basis, that must take a lot of planning and commitment, right?
Very much.
Like,
It's really hard though, because there's so many other things to catch up with, because since this is 12th, I have to even catch up with my studies, and managing my studies as well as doing training. It's really difficult to handle both.
wow. That's just like insane level dedication. So you spoke about studies. So how do you manage your studies? Like, how do you divide your time between sports and education?
See, what what I had planned was, as I did in 10th grade, I had missed off the whole year, and I came back in the last 3 or 4 months. And I really devoted my time to studying because I had my board exams which were coming up. So, but that didn't mean that I had to stop my practice. My parents, they don't expect me to get the highest number of grades or to be a topper. They support me quite well, and they know that I want to take badminton as a career. So they just tell me that, just give your best, or we want you to pass. And and I'm an average student. I do well in studies. So I make up my mind. If I'm devoted to studies, I really take time and I really study it out. And I make sure that I study a little bit in a day so that I don't miss out on portions. So I remove a little time out of the whole day to, just study a little bit of the portion, which really helps me in the long run.
So like hard work and work ethic are really key here, right? Like you really need a good, wow, okay,
True.
cool. Like to recognize that at such a young age is truly inspiring. Okay, so what's your so talking about like okay, let's talk about badminton. What's your mindset like before, during, and after a match?
Before the game, I really don't think that, I have to really win, I have to really win, I have to really win. Because if I keep thinking this way, I'm going to be really pressurized, and I'm just going to simply stress myself out about, really having to push myself about that. I just, really keep calm. I listen to music, and I just know that I have to give my best, and I know if I give my best, I will perform really well. So I think it's really important for all the athletes to really, be patient, be calm before the game, and do not stress yourself out, because like this game does not decide your future. There are like so many other opportunities that we all will get. So I just keep calm before my game. During the game, I'm really focused that I don't think about what's happening outside, what's happening, you know, any other thoughts. My focus is totally on the game, and I really have to fight for each and every point, and that I shouldn't, just goof around or take the game casually. For me, each and every game is equally important. So I really try to focus in my game and support my partners. And after the game, since the match is over, if I have another match, because since I play two events, we usually have one match in the morning, and then I think after a few hours you have the other match. So usually I sit down, I take rest, I really take a break because I have to really prepare myself for the next match. So I think my physios, they help me, and I really think I strategize about how I need to play, because like we've played so many matches as of now, and we know each and every player and how they play, their strengths, their weakness. So you probably sit and discuss with your partner how you play, and yeah, that's it.
So I mean, so all of this, like, how do you feel like all these techniques that you've adopted, to apply in your game, do you think that those same techniques can be applied in life as well?
Absolutely, they can be applied to our daily life. I think because of this, because of badminton, it's really helped me make good life decisions, and it's also really helpful for me because it's taught me that I should never give up. I should always have the determination and hard work in each and everything. And it also, badminton is such a sport where you have to have a lot of patience and calmness, because at pressure situations, this is the key that is needed. So I think this is very important because it also helps me in my daily life, because after going through so much in a day, like training and then studying and so many other things, you really have to get yourself back up. You have to be really composed, and for me it's really difficult. So I know that I have to stay calm and be patient, and take things in a positive way. And especially this, that taking things in a positive way is also a very important thing, because what badminton has taught me in this is, like, I've lost so many matches and I've won also so many matches. But what I knew is I had to take out the positive things from my loss. So this brings out a lot of positivity in me. It's made me a very positive person, which I really like.
I know I see it every single day. Okay, so being under constant social media attention, does that affect the way you live?
Not so much. If a player knows how to control their social media as well as do your training, it doesn't really pay more. It doesn't really affect it because you're doing the right amount of, you're using it right. But if like if you use too much social media, it also affects your sleep. It affects your daily routine, which also hinders the performance of an athlete. So for me, as of now, it doesn't really.
Okay, cool. But then how do you tackle like negative comments that you get?
See, as I told you, negative comments should always be taken into a positive way. So if someone tells me that, I'm not a good athlete, or I don't deserve this, or I shouldn't be playing badminton, why am I even playing badminton? And I'm not saying that I haven't got such comments. I do have there are not always positive people. There are haters also who come into your life. So for me, it's always about taking things in a positive way. Like that, I really don't matter what they say, but like sometimes, what they say, it really goes you thinking about. So I just, take it in a positive way. If someone tells me that you can't hit this stroke well, you're just a pathetic player. I'm just like, I can do better. Yeah,
Or
Alicia, you there?
what? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Cool. That
So
was, huh?
yeah, so you're
No,
there.
no, finish.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Finish what you were saying.
Okay, so I just take it in a really positive manner and I just work more hard and I prove myself in tournaments by winning them.
Wow, that's amazing. So, all that traveling to participate in tournaments must really be vexing for your dad, right?
Very
I
much.
mean, given that you don't have a sponsor yet, how do you deal with that?
As I had mentioned earlier, like my dad had lost his job. I mean, he didn't lose his job. He left his job for me so that he could travel with me for tournaments and accompany me. So at that time, it was really difficult to find sponsors because I wasn't really known in the circuit as of then, and my mom was the one who was running the house. So it was really difficult for her as well as for us because if I had to increase my rank, I had to play a lot of tournaments and I had to win. So at that time, finding sponsors was really difficult because I was not known in the circuit. I had just come in, and traveling from Dubai to India every time for each tournament was really expensive than it is locally. So I think at that time, I remember my dad's words. He said that, Tanisha, all you have to do is just perform in your tournaments and just keep working hard, and things will come to you, by themselves. And I really had that stuck in my head, and I just kept working hard. I played many tournaments, and we started winning almost all the tournaments, and I got offers from so many academies, and I got sponsored by Adidas Badminton India, and also after that came the Wellspun group, which they also helped me financially. So it was a blessing that all these sponsors that became in.
Oh, wow. Wait. I remember last year that your Adidas sponsorship was like a huge rage,
Yeah.
and like just talk about it, like how what was it like?
So I think it's a really great feeling for me because I was the first person to be sponsored by Adidas Badminton India, and it was lovely. I went to the store, I saw all the new Adidas product because Adidas is only known for football and all such type of sports. I had never heard of Adidas Badminton India, so I went to the stores and I couldn't believe I saw rackets, I saw shuttlecocks, I saw shoes, and it was just amazing. And I knew that this was the right one for me. And to be honest, since I came into Adidas, I've been winning so much more tournaments. So I really take it as a really lucky thing for me.
Wow.
Alicia,
Okay, so
was one question here. How do you deal with failure? So I'm just gonna answer that. So
that's
see,
very good.
uh, failure is not something that you should be taking in a negative way. You should take failure in a very positive way because, you know, all players, even if you see the top players in the world, they have lost so many matches which have made them better because they always have something to learn from that match because you know what mistakes you made in that match. So when you come to know about all of this, you know what you don't have to do in the next match. You can already prepare yourself that this is what mistakes I did then, and this is what I shouldn't be doing in my next game. So I think losing is also important because it also teaches you about, you know, how you should overcome it and how you shouldn't give up and how you should also bring it in a positive way so that you can play better in the future.
Well answered. Well answered.
Thank you.
Okay. As a young woman in this industry, have you faced problems or obstacles to be where you are today?
Of course, yes, I have faced a lot of issues. As I said, one was, you know, getting sponsorships. That was a big setback for me because I really needed sponsors, you know, to help me out to go and travel for tournaments. Then I think after that, adapting to a new life because when I was back here in Dubai, you know, it was a very chill, okay life. I, you know, staying at home, so I wasn't. You know, it was more like, you know, anytime like I can just, you know, chill around. But when I went back to India, I had to adapt to the new lifestyle, which was really hard because every session was really important and we couldn't miss any session until we were like, you know, really sick or something. So, and if we do, then we would get punishments. So adapting to that new life was really, really difficult for me because the lifestyle that I had here and the lifestyle that I had back there in India is really, really different. So uh, I really had to. It was very difficult, but I'm glad I made friends, and I have my family to support me, and you know all of these people really made it very easy for me to, you know, go and train well and you know be happy there. So I'm thankful for that.
Beautiful. I think we have another question. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream is to become an Olympic champion, which has always been, you know, since I was a little girl. So yes, to become an Olympic champion and make my parents proud.
Wow, and I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So it's not all rose tinted as we'd like to think, being, someone who is growing in the industry. And you've achieved so much, and watching you grow has been my absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Since we're coming to a close to this conversation, do you have something that you want to say to the young girls out there?
All I want to say is that guys, never give up on your dreams because these are your dreams, and I believe that each and everyone can do it. It takes a lot of you know, struggle and a lot of hard work to achieve it, but the satisfaction that you will get after you achieve it is just, you know, unbelievable. So always have hard work, always have your determination, and you know things can go wonders. And most importantly, you know, have faith and believe in yourself, which is really, really important because you know during this journey things can get really difficult at times, and that's when you're really not supposed to, you know, lose faith and you know, stop believing in yourself. But that's what I want to say is just believe in yourself, have faith, and things will be fine.
Brilliant. We'll open the floor to a few more questions for
Yeah.
another minute, and we'll see if anyone wants to ask something, and then
Yes.
we'll close this one.
I think
Yeah.
there's another question. What is the advantage you have as a girl to achieve your dream? For me, as of now, you can't really say as a girl because everyone is given equal opportunities as of now, especially in badminton. But like what I can say is that I participate in many, many tournaments, which is a good thing for me because I play with so many different players, which helps me improve my game. And I think there's nothing as such that you know, as a girl, just me as a girl that I'm getting extra opportunities or something. I think everyone is equally given a chance. Even when we have selection tournaments in India, they don't just take them from the ranking system. They have selection tournaments, which means that they give equal opportunities to each and every player who participates in the tournaments, and that's where we prove ourselves and we get selected. So I won't say that girls are you know in fact, I feel like sometimes girls are discriminated a little bit when they say they don't get opportunities, because when you see cricket and such type of sports, women athletes are not even paid that much than the men. So in those kind of sports, you can say there's a little discrimination, but I think as of in badminton, I feel like there's no discrimination, and that each and everyone are getting equal opportunities.
Brilliant. I think we have another question.
Yeah.
No, wait. We have multiple questions here.
Is workout in morning good or evening? It depends on you. We do early morning workouts, we especially outdoor, because it's really nice to do workouts in the fresh air, and it's really effective for me, especially. But it depends on you. Workout, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, you have to give your best. You have to work hard and have the determination, and it will really help you.
Okay, cool. So I think we'll end this. Can you save this video, please?
Yeah, sure, sure. Let me just
video.
answer the last 3 questions.
Yeah, sure.
Did you like any other sports besides badminton, and how you started liking this game? For me, I liked all kinds of sports. I think if not badminton, I would have surely, taken cricket as a sport, and I would have been playing cricket because my dad was playing cricket before, and I really liked cricket. But then, since I performed more in badminton, I really liked badminton, and I decided to take badminton as my career.
Brilliant.
Okay, next one. Which one do you prefer, aggressive or calm, easygoing game? You can't really decide on that, because see, both parts are really important in a game. You have to equally be aggressive to win your match. That means giving your best in your game, fighting for each and every point. But there are situations where the score is like tied up to 19 all or 20 all, and that's where you really can't be aggressive, and that's where you have to really be calm and composed, and really focus. So I would prefer having both, because it would be a really good mix, and but using it at the right time is more important. Okay. Yes. How do you try to maintain your game in this quarantine so far? For me, as of now, I know that there are no tournaments coming up so soon. I don't think till like November, December. So for me, as of now, my game is, I what my focus is. I have to keep up my fitness level, and keep practice my strokes daily. And for me, my aim is to improve my fitness and improve my game, because I have a court where I can train every day. And since I do outdoor fitness, my aim is just to uh, just improve as of now. But as you said, my game as of now is, I'm just keeping it a little less priority than my fitness. My goal as of now is to improve my fitness so that I can play better in my matches. There's another one saying, how many hours do you train every day? I train from 7 to 9, then 12 to 2, and then 7 to 9. So that's like 6. 6 hours.
We've got a question from our team.
Yeah.
The question is, are you able to manage school or social relationships along with badminton? Is the Indian Sports Ministry supporting you as much as they should?
In the field of education?
No, one in school. I think this would be where you talk about Rahal.
Okay. Okay, so basically, I'm under the scheme called Rahal, where the school, it's a Dubai government initiative, which is taken by our school, the Indian High School Dubai. So this is where they help me, miss school so that I can play and do training in India. And also certain exams, which is like I only have to attend governmental papers. And also, like when I come back, I have like a teacher who helps me study all the portion that I have missed. So I think this is really important for me because I have a lot of training to do and a lot of tournaments to participate, which makes it really difficult for me to, match up with my education. But with this scheme, I'm not only able to achieve my dream, but also, accomplish education too.
And what about like social relationships with your friends and stuff?
Social relationships with my friends. I think it's like a balance. Friends for me are really important, friends and family as of now. But I have it's not like I don't talk to them. I talk to like all my friends, and I make sure that I talk to them because many of them are back there in India, and I really miss training with them and spending time. So we make sure that we talk to each other and keep ourselves updated.
Brilliant. Okay, do we have any more questions?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's about it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a pleasure to have this conversation with you. You are truly an inspiration. Okay, cool. Thank you
Thank
for
you. Bye,
this.
Alicia.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. I'll see you later.
Bye. So thank you everybody for joining this live video today. You guys were a wonderful audience, and thank you so much for asking so many questions. And I'll just answer a few more. How long it took you to become state level? For me, I was a really good player because before playing in India, I played in Dubai and I played in GCC, which is like many of the countries here, which is Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar. And I used to win everywhere here, so which made me really, really, happy about it. So after playing all of this is when I shifted to India. So that's when, and I'm from Goa, so we didn't really have so many players in our state compared to like, states like Gujarat or Maharashtra. So the competition level was not so much as I expected, which was like in Maharashtra. So when I went and I played my first state tournament, I won my first state tournament, I won my second state tournament, and then I started playing ranking tournaments. Tanisha, when did you start playing badminton? I started playing badminton at the age of 5. What's your biggest dream? My biggest dream is to become an Olympic champion and to make my parents proud. Okay, so I think that's it, and I'll take leave now. Thank you so much for joining my live video and for being a wonderful audience, for asking so many questions, and I hope to have another live where I can come back again. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.